we go.
Wow. So, Colin, I wanted to answer a question for you as to why we put our hands up at the start when you asked who was positive about the future. And everyone that's seen someone standing here on the stage today will understand why I think in 20 years' time our future is going to be so bright, because all of those guys are going to be older than me. And just imagine what's going to be happening in the world when this is just a small cross-section of the youth that we get to experience on a daily basis. My time's up. Thanks very much. There you go. Our youth are powerful. We've seen that here today. We've heard stories just then on the screen that's so incredible. When we empower our youth, they can transform the world. I believe that all of them, if we give them a chance, will do that. They'll change not only themselves and their communities, but New Zealand and the entire world. But to create the leaders of tomorrow, we need to connect them with the heroes and sheroes that can lead them on their way. We need to fill them with their dreams and passions for new future possibilities, and we need to support them as they take those journeys themselves. So in 2015, I was one of the founding team of OMGTech. We are set up to inspire every Kiwi kid to understand the technologies that are going to be shaping all of our futures. We're set up to give them access to the technologies, but we learned really quickly that technology is really important, but the people that inspire you to be passionate about this stuff and how it fits in your life are really the difference that these kids needed in their lives. So I want you to close your eyes. I want you to think back to a time in your life when someone showed you something completely new that transformed your entire future path. It may have been a thing or an idea. I want you to think about that person and that time. It may have been one interaction, it may have been many. I want you to feel how it felt to have your entire life changed from someone believing in you, someone sharing their passion for something, and not only sharing their passion, but sharing their belief that you too could do that thing, and it changed your life. Those are what I refer to as sheroes or heroes. You can open your eyes now. I wanted to share a bit of my story about some of my sheroes that helped me on the way, and heroes. So the guy, there we go. The guy on the top, you can't really see, he's got a funny hat. His name is Graham Young, and this bit here, this is for you, Hannah. This is the moment when someone sits down and says, these are the teachers and the people that changed my life. Graham Young was my computer science teacher at high school. He told me and proved that coding was for anyone. It wasn't for boys, it was for everyone. He drove me up to Auckland to compete in coding competitions. He said it didn't matter that I can't type. He got someone from the typing class, and then they got a love of computer science as well. Even though I didn't go on to be a computer scientist, I left that class knowing that I could control technology and that I wasn't scared of it, and it's become a huge part in what drives me today. The other one I want to talk to about is here. Now, he's done an incredible thing. He was another teacher at my school. He's managed to keep himself off the internet. Who does that? But I found this, which is from Rate My Teacher. And for anyone that can't read it, it says, funny man who likes his explosives a little too much. One of the other comments was, I'm going to name my firstborn son after this man, and it wasn't sarcastic. He was incredible. He was my classics and my chemistry teacher, and he instilled a love of science in me, so much so that I changed my course of study and went on to university to study science. Because he made it relevant and he made it real, and he believed in me every step of the way. When I was at university, I met this lady who you can't see here, who's holding a skull. She was the head of biology. Under her tutelage and her belief in me, I became the student rep for the science division on the university council, and I started to understand the importance of talking about science and technology and becoming a science communicator. And the last people I want to talk about in my story of my heroes and sheroes are these guys in the middle. This is a small section of my OMGTech family. The people that have made me understand that every single one of us has the power to transform a life in every interaction that we have. Every one of you has something that you are deeply passionate about, and it only takes one interaction with someone that shares your passion to change their life journey. So, how are they changing lives? Mana Tangata is one of our programs. That's where this lovely t-shirt comes from. You only get one if you volunteer in the program. Just letting you know. And we're set up to deal with one problem, that if you do not have anyone in your immediate circle that is involved in a thing, as a high school student, you will not do that thing as a career. In our underserved and underprivileged communities, they have next to no access to anybody who is working in or with technology. Those kids may not be as lucky as me to have a computer science teacher at their school, and I know for a fact there are high schools in South Auckland that have no technology teachers. We know that our future will be digitally enabled. It will involve technology in every part of your life. So if we aren't introducing these kids to people that can install their passion and help them on their journey, how will they take that next step? Mana Tangata has taken 24 kids from around the country, from underserved and underprivileged backgrounds, and connected them with 24 incredible mentors out of the technology industry. Mana Tangata means that these kids will learn about technology and about leadership, but under the lens of putting it back into their community. So they will design and learn and then put on an event for their community that uses technology to solve a problem or to teach other people, whatever they want. They design the program. We want them to understand that their voice is critical in our digital technology future, and that they can achieve this, and if they can, anyone can. That their voice and their skill is the same as anybody else in that room. So, one of our other programs, I've got 45 seconds, is OMGTech Rangers. This is the program we've put 4,000 kids through in the last 2 years, and it is built on the back of people like you volunteering your time to instill a passion in kids for STEAM. It's built on the principle of ako, which is really similar to a kanatena, which is about when you give as a teacher, you get back even more in return. This is a one-day program which all of you can come along and experience, and it changes lives. So, without us all stepping up in our own fields and becoming somebody's shero, a whole section of our society are going to miss out on having a voice in our digitally enabled future. And which one of us wants to live in a world that is designed by Silicon Valley billionaires? Not me. I would rather have my community solutions solved by the kids that I saw in your video. They know more about me and my country than anybody else. And if you all step up and become a shero for them, then they too can share in that future. I want to finish with a quote from one of my favourite poets. People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. I challenge you to create a spark and make someone feel like you felt when you closed your eyes before and someone transformed your life, helped you dream a different future.